Hi guys, welcome to another reading vlog. So it is Saturday, July 9th, and I am going to go to the library. I have some books to drop off. Quite a few, actually. I read all of these except Servant Mage. I got like a couple pages into that one and I just wasn't like feeling it, but I did get to the rest of them. I think I've talked about Yerba Buena already. I think in my June wrap up. That one was pretty good. I got Last House on Eagle Street, which was also really good. That one was quite the mind twist. And Spear, I gave 2 stars, did not love that. It wasn't like a bad book, but like the writing super did not jive with me. And Meet Me in Another Life was the book that I just finished last night. I feel like not enough people talk about this. This was so good. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like reincarnation and like these 2 people who find each other lifetime after lifetime. And it has more to do with like parallel lives. And I can't say much else more than that because then that would be a spoiler, but this was really good. It came out in 2021 and I just feel like nobody talks about it, but it was good. I liked it. You should check it out. I have a couple other books to pick up from the library because I just can't quit apparently, and yeah, I'm just gonna have a nice little stroll this morning. This weekend should be pretty chill otherwise. I don't really have any solid plans or anything, but I figured I'd get a lot of reading done so I could sneak that in. I don't have them with me right now, but I'm currently in the middle of Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, which is really good, and Twin Crowns by, I think it's Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber. I might have gotten one of their names wrong, but that's also really good. That one's like a fun kind of Tangled meets Princess Bride vibe. I'm having fun with that one. So yeah, it should be a pretty chill weekend. Hopefully I'll get a lot of reading done. I'm also going to an author event on Tuesday for Gabrielle Zevin, who wrote Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which came out July 5th. I got a early release copy of it and it's like one of my favorite books this year. It was so good, so I'm so excited for the author event. I'm gonna try to vlog a little bit. Obviously I'm not gonna like film the whole thing or anything, but I'm just so excited. But yeah, I just figured this would be a good week to vlog, get some reading in, getting some cool stuff done that's book related, and figured I'd bring you guys along for the journey. So let's go to the library.
I don't want you to get myrtleated. Ooh.
Thanks.
Your hair is sweaty.
It's hot in here! Just want you to know that was all recorded. You're gonna sit here and watch me?
I do all the time.
That's true. It's different when I'm vlogging.
Okay,
So I'm just rambling. I love you. I love you. Came to the library to borrow books, to return books that I had borrowed, and I wound up at a library sale, and I only bought 1 book, but it was a first edition of The Diviners by Lua Bray for $3. How could I resist that? God damn it, the library is supposed to curb my spending, not add to it. Also, I walked here, and I'm the sweatiest person here, and the AC does not work great. I'm done. Okay, that was a successful library mission. Picked up my books, slipped and bought one, but that's fine. But I am gonna stop at Starbucks now on the way home because I'm thirsty and I could use some iced tea. I am home, I'm freshly showered, I've eaten lunch, and I'm ready to spend the rest of the day reading. Let me show you what I got planned. So first off, Gods of Jade and Shadow. I already told you guys I'm a pretty good chunk of the way through this. I should be able to finish this in the next like couple hours. Really loving this so far. This is like a sort of classic mortal and immortal god go on an adventure and sort of catch feelings on the way, and I'm loving this so far. I love pretty much everything that Sylvia Moreno Garcia has written, and I will stand her till I die. So I'm gonna finish that, and then I think after I finish that, I'm gonna read volume 4 of Spy Family. I think there's 7 volumes out at the moment. Once I finish this, I'll be over halfway through like what's available in English at the moment, and I'm really loving this series. I've talked about it on my channel before, but it's like this undercover spy. His codename is Twilight, but he's going by the name Lloyd. He ends up adopting this kid for part of his mission named Anya, and she's a telepath, and she immediately knows he's a spy. He doesn't know that she knows that he's a spy. And then he also adds a wife to the ruse named Yor, and she's secretly an assassin. Lloyd does not know Yor is an assassin. Yor does not know Lloyd is a spy. Anya knows both of their backgrounds and tries to help them out with their lifestyles, and she just thinks it's the coolest thing ever. So this is really fun. I'm assuming they adopt a dog. They kind of left that off in the end of the last volume. He's so cute! I'm really excited to see if he's got any sort of special features and what he adds to the family dynamic. So that should be fun, and these are really quick reads. And then once I finish that, I don't think I'll finish this today because I still have quite a ways to go. I'm only about a fourth of the way through. I've got Twin Crowns. This is a really funny, well, not like super LOL funny, but like it's an adventure, comedy, romance kind of thing. Kind of Princess Bride vibes meets like Tangled, and I'm really enjoying this. It's also like Prince and the Pauper kind of situation as well, where you have like these twins who were separated at birth, and one of them was raised by witches to one day like take her sister's place basically, and so we kind of start off right there and learn how each of these two twins were raised, and it's interesting. I'm liking it a lot so far, like more than I expected to. I'm having fun with library books, but it's also like kind of helping me with not spending so much. I did cave, as you saw, and bought the Diviners at my library today. Wasn't expecting to do that, but for $3 for a first edition hardback, I was like, I literally cannot pass this up, so I'm not sorry. But the library's been really good for like helping curb my book spending, especially like my impulsive book spending. I obviously like, I love collecting books. I love supporting the authors that I really enjoy, and I want to continue to do that, but I have been picking up a lot of books just because they're like a good deal. And then like if I'm not liking it, then I just end up kind of turning around and reselling them. And it's great that I can resell them and kind of make a chunk of money back. But if I can borrow them instead, support my local library, I just would prefer to do that. And I've already read at least one Meet Me in Another Life that I'm like, if I find this pre-owned, I'm gonna buy it. Like I want to own it so I can lend it out and reread it one day. So I'm not stopping buying books entirely, but I've been having a fun time exploring what my local library has to offer. I feel like I've been like, the deadlines for the returns, I know I can renew them, but like having a deadline to read these books by is also kind of helping me. I am going to jump into this now, try to finish it up, and I will update you with my final thoughts later. Rocket sleepy. I just got a couple packages in the mail, and I know what one is, but I don't know what the other is, so I figured I would vlog it. One of them is definitely a book. Okay, yeah, so that one's what I expected. Am I like just forgetting what I ordered? So I got Fuzz by Mary Roach. I'm trying to get more into nonfiction, and this one seems pretty funny. So it's like when animals break the law, like what happens. I did read like a sample chapter on Amazon for this. It was talking about like when animals kill people, like how they determine if an animal killed someone and like what they do. in that case. So I liked Mary Roach's writing style. She has a couple other books that I'm interested in reading, but this one is her newest release and I'm really excited to read it. And I got a really good deal on it. It was like half off on Amazon, and then I had a $10 credit, so I got it for like $2. So that was cool. I can't tell if that's a book or not, but it does have my name on it. Did I do a pre-order or something? I got 2 copies of the same book. I didn't order this twice on accident, did I? Hold on, time to check my Amazon. Yeah, so Amazon sent me 2 of the same book. My account only says there was 1. But, okay. Stephanie, you're getting a book. Hello, it is Sunday. I finished Gods of Jade and Shadow yesterday, and this one was fun. It was like a historical fiction fantasy. It takes place in 1920s Mexico, and the main character unleashes this death god kind of on accident, but like they set off on this adventure together. I always like sort of that mortal immortal mashup where like the immortal is a little like out of place and gains a sense of humanity by hanging out with the mortal, and I thought that was done really well with Gods of Jade and Shadow. Again, I love Silvia Moreno Garcia, so I'm not quite sure exactly where this one ranks in sort of my faves from her. I still have to read, I think Certain Dark Things is the only other book she's got published that I haven't read yet, and The Daughter of Dr. Moreau comes out later this month. But currently, I think it's The Beautiful Ones is my favorite still. I think Mexican Gothic edges out Gods of Jade and Shadow like just a teeny bit. That would be second and third, and then fourth would be Velvet Was the Night. I liked that book, but like I just prefer kind of more of her fantastical speculative things, where that one was much more of like a crime noir. But yeah, so I liked that one a lot. I think I settled on 4 out of 5, maybe 4.5 out of 5. I just read volume 4 of Spy Family. This is just every volume just gets cuter and cuter. I love this little weird mashup family. They're so fun. They add a dog in this volume, and he's got some particular attributes as well, so it's just delightful. Brings a smile to my face, makes me laugh out loud, and you know, that's what I want from a manga, you know, it's just so charming. I don't really have any other plans for the day, so I think I'm gonna dive into the Twin Crowns. I'm about a fourth of the way through it at the moment. I don't think I'll finish this today. It is a fast read, but it's not quite that fast of a read. It is almost 500 pages, I think. I would like to get at least halfway through the book before the end of the day, because it's technically due back to the library, I think, Wednesday. And I would like to return it without having to renew it. So that is currently the goal and the plan for the day. I will update you if anything else interesting happens. Rocket, what are you doing? Please don't eat wires or light bulbs. Okay then. It's Tuesday, and I'm gonna go see Gabrielle Zevin in Portland, Maine, which is exciting. I'm very excited. It is raining, however, and I have to walk a little bit because I don't like parallel parking, so I'm gonna walk in the rain and hopefully not get too drenched. This should be fun. Hello! I just got back from the author event with Gabrielle Zevin, and it was great. I felt really, like, nervous for some reason. I don't know if it's just because, like, I haven't really been to a whole lot of events since COVID, or, like, I don't know. It was also, like, raining and I wasn't initially planning on driving there. I was gonna take a Lyft, but then there were no Lyfts. I don't know, I just felt really frazzled when I got there, and I was also like the only one there for a good 20 minutes. And I was triple checking the time. I was like, this starts at 7, right? Like, not 7:30. I just do that thing where like I anxiously arrive at a place way too early because I fear being late to it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm back. I got a book. I got it signed. And it's dedicated too. So I wasn't planning on buying the book again. I have it pre-ordered from Waterstones with like the blue sprayed edges. But it's gonna be delayed, I guess. And I think it came out later in the UK as well. So I wanted to have her sign it and dedicate it. So I bought another copy. But it's fine because I really loved the book and I'm so glad that I went, even though I felt really like kind of nervous. I don't know why, but I'm so happy. And the dedication is really cute too. When I went up to get it signed, I was telling her that her book Elsewhere, which is a middle grade book that I read in, I believe, 8th grade, gave me my first existential crisis. Because that book deals a lot with like death in a way that I don't think I've really previously read about before. And it was like a really unique take on like what happens after death. And the main character is this like young girl, I think she's a teenager, and like so she's like tragically young when she dies. She's dealing a lot with like the anger of being dead at such a young age and like having not lived a life really fully. And it was kind of a heavy read for, I don't know how old I was, 12, 13 when I read that. It was intense. So she laughed at that, and then when she dedicated it, she says, "To Lexi, here's to existential crises." And signed Gabrielle Zevin. So it's one of my most prized possessions now. Thank you, Gabrielle Zevin, for a lovely evening. I even mustered up the courage to ask a question, and it was a good time. It was very small, very intimate. It was like 10 other people there. So that was cool. And I'm so glad that I went. Sorry I didn't really like film much. I thought it'd be kind of awkward again in this very small setting to like whip out my phone and start recording. Plus I really just wanted to like be very present and enjoy the moment, but it was a lot of fun, and I look forward to attending other author events. And now I'm gonna shower because I got just absolutely drenched in the rain, and I feel gross, and I really need to finish Twin Crowns. I feel like I'm having a lot of fun with that book, but it's taking me a lot longer than I expected it to, just because I've had some things come up where like I haven't been able to read as much lately, and I just need to power through it. So I'm gonna go do that. Hello. So that is the end of the vlog. Gonna wrap it up there because it's Friday and this video should have gone up today, but I am lazy. I just returned Twin Crowns today. I finished it last night. I had a good time. I think I've said previously, it kind of has like a Disney-ish movie, fantasy, adventure, comedy vibe to it, which was a lot of fun to read about, and it made it a really fast read when I could actually dedicate the time to read it. Unfortunately, I was a little busy this week, so it took me a few more days than I anticipated to finish it, but overall I had a good time. I think I would give that one about like a 3.5, 3.75. I liked the story a lot and the characters were a lot of fun. Some of the writing was a little awkward to me though, and I think my enjoyment of this one is gonna hinge a lot on what happens in the sequel. I have no idea how many planned books there are in this series, if it's gonna be a duology or a trilogy or what. I think a duology would fit the themes quite well considering it's about twins. But yeah, it was a fun time, kind of classic YA adventure. and like I said, I liked the characters. I will say my favorite character did not have nearly enough page time. I'm a little salty about it. But overall, I'm really happy with how much I was able to read this week, especially considering how busy I was. I am going to be doing some traveling this weekend, so I don't know how much reading I'll be able to squeeze in, but I'm currently reading The Jasmine Throne, so hopefully my next video will have a bit of an update for you on my thoughts on that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to follow my socials down in the description box below. Comment if you feel inclined, and give me a follow. That'd be cool if you're feeling it, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a lovely day. Bye!